Traveling this bending road is always an adventure, and I'm glad we can do it together. It's easier together because no matter where we go in life, two things are for certain. One, you will eventually come to a bend in your road, and two, God will always see you through. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up button and click the subscribe button so that you know when I upload my next video. In this way, we travel together and we encourage each other along the way. Hi, welcome to the Bending Road. I am glad you're here. I am glad for all of those who join me along the Bending Road, whether I know your name or not. I see, it's interesting because I only see numbers. I see, how many people viewed the video and how long you watched. And it makes, it makes my heart joyful when I think about all of us who are really connecting together along this bending road. I hope you watch to the end of my videos. It does help the YouTube algorithm figure out whether or not this video is important or not. And if you watch it all the way to the end, and if you click through to the next video, YouTube somehow says, oh yay, this must be important. We're going to share this with more people. So you can actually do three things to advance this ministry. One, you click on the like button. Two, you watch all the way to the end. And three, you can click the up next box and take you to that next video and watch that one all the way through. I mean, you don't even have to sit down and watch. You can listen while you're doing the dishes, or while you're vacuuming, or while you're riding in the car, or whatever it is you're doing. Other things you can do is share the video. Share the video on Facebook, or tell a friend about it. Subscribe to the channel, and if you subscribe and hit the little bell notification, you'll get a notification pop up that says, hey, there's a new video. All that to say that it's important for us to be together along this bending road and support one another along this bending road. We meet a lot of people in life, a lot of people that we meet and then maybe we never see again. I think about when I went to Israel and there were a lot of people that I met that now I don't even remember names, but boy, I wish I did. And then I think about when we're camping. We always meet a neighbor. We always, talk around a campfire or meet at the clubhouse. And yet there are people who have passed through my life, and I don't even know their name. I think we learn from each other. We grow whenever we speak to somebody new, when we listen to somebody else's opinions or ideas, when we just give somebody else time. It was interesting. I was talking with a new friend whose name is Paul, and I really, really got excited when I learned that he walked the Camino in Spain. And I just find that sort of thing amazing. I would love to take a trip like that, walk the Appalachian Trail or walk the Camino, or take just a real soul-searching hike. I don't think I've got it in me to do it. I don't think I am physically capable of doing it. And yet there's just something about that makes me go, ooh, I would love to do that. Well, he was telling me about this whole thing of, as he's walking, he would come upon people. He would see somebody ahead and he'd approach them, or he'd hear somebody coming up from behind. And all along this trail, people are passing each other and doing this little leapfrog. And maybe when you see somebody, that's the only time you're ever going to see them. Or maybe you'll walk with them for a day or two. Or maybe you will see them and then 2 or 3 days later, there they are again. And it's interesting. He was saying, when you approach somebody, you don't know, or when you're approached, you don't know if they even speak your language. And so there's this moment of hesitation, like, hello, and then you learn a bit about them, maybe, if you have that opportunity to talk. The same is true along this bending road. We are passed by people all the time. Our road is not straight like the Camino, or one single path like the Appalachian Trail. But along this journey, we are going from conception to death. And then the next journey starts. But along this journey, people come in and out of our lives. And, I've been thinking a lot about this, and it's my hope that even though I'm really bad with names, and I might see your face and go, oh, yeah, I recognize them, but I don't know from where. I may or may not remember a name, or sometimes I think I remember a name, but I'm too embarrassed to say it because I don't trust myself. So sometimes I got to get brave and just say, John, Sue, Carol, and sometimes I'm corrected, and I have to say, gosh, I'm sorry. But in that process, I also want to learn more about other people. I want to take the time to stop my momentum long enough, stop my focus on that goal out there, on that checklist of things to do, on where I'm going, on what I'm doing. I want to stop. I want to slow that down. And I want to hear people's stories. I stopped and listened to my new friend's story. I listened to Paul's story. And you know what it did to me, or for me? It caused me to look ahead in my journey and say, how can I apply this idea to my journey? How can I be a better person because I met Paul and I listened to his story? I have some people in my life right now that are in some difficult situations, and I don't know where their story is going to end. I don't know how God is going to call me to help them. Three of these individuals are homeless, and then there's one other that I just thought of that whose baby is in long-term hospital care. And I don't want to look at their situations and assume that these folks have nothing to offer me. What would that be? But I want to learn their names. I want to learn their situations. And I want to be listening to God about how can I impact their lives. I don't know what that answer is going to be. I don't know what God is going to ask of me. I am a little nervous. I am a little overwhelmed. I don't know. I just don't know where that's gonna end. But I want to be alert. I want to be paying attention to other human beings in my life that God brings into my life. I've heard them called divine appointments, and I truly believe that God sets up divine appointments in our lives. So my encouragement to you is, as you're traveling this bending road, and I know it gets busy, and I know it gets crazy, and I know we've got bends and things going on, and we have our own struggles and trials, and there are times in our own lives where we're hoping somebody will acknowledge us and just hear us for a change. But I think we're called to set ourselves aside and notice the other humans who are coming in and out of our lives, and ask ourselves, what do they have to tell me? How does God want to use them in my life? And then how does God want me to impact their lives? It's a two-way street along this bending road, right? Yeah, I think there's a lot to think about there, and I would love to hear your comments. Who are the unlikely people who God has put in your path these days? And who are the people you're most likely to ignore? I have some. I have to be very careful. Who are the people that have taught you recently that really kind of unlikely that you didn't expect? And who are the people that God is asking you to impact along your journey? If you want more information, I will find out if I can share Paul's blog with you about his trip on the Camino, and it's just an amazing thing, and I'm just so excited. And if so, I will put those comments in the notes. I'll note that down there in the comments so that you can check that out. In the meantime, keep walking this bending road, but notice the people around you. God is bringing those people in and out of your lives. Stop and take notice. Have a great day, and I will see you next week along the Bending Road. Thank you for watching, and thank you for working together along this journey. Connect with me on social media or on my website at bendingroad.weebly.com. Let me know how I can pray for you as you navigate the bend in your road. I pray that when you see the bend in your road, you will not be afraid, but will take the hand of God and keep walking. You are not alone.